New at 5:30, we are expecting a decision at any time now that could have a significant impact on this year's election.
A trial just wrapped up where groups are now aiming to get North Carolina's new electoral districts thrown out. Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live tonight in Raleigh.
Yeah, Michael, there are 3 judges now. They only have a few days to decide.
Right, and the attorneys on both sides in this case tried arguing today that democracy is at stake. But whatever the decision is in this case, it likely is not going to be the last word on this. A key decision is coming that will influence who takes power in Raleigh and in Congress.
We do have to get this right. That's what everybody wants.
A trial ended Thursday over the new districts Republicans drew for the General Assembly and the U.S. House. Democratic and nonpartisan groups call them extreme partisan gerrymanders, urging a panel of judges not to allow them to be used in upcoming elections.
The plans were intentionally drawn to entrench Republican dominance in North Carolina's congressional delegation and in both chambers of the General Assembly.
An attorney for Republican legislators tried to undercut the various experts who testified and found that the maps they drew were meant to benefit Republicans and make it harder for Democrats to take power.
When I think of these simulation experts, I think about the Wizard of Oz. And then what you learned was that the Wizard of Oz was nothing more than a man behind the curtain.
Republicans have said this was the most transparent process in state history. However, we learned in the trial that Representative Dustin Hall looked at so-called concept maps behind closed doors before going into the public room and drawing the districts for the state house.
Maps that were never disclosed, maps that have since been destroyed. We'll never see them.
Hall said he viewed them for a matter of seconds, but drew the maps he wanted.
This is just simply the hallmark of a weak case. Ignore the actual legislative record, ignore the actual maps, and focus on the shiny, irrelevant object in the corner.
The judges have to issue a decision by Tuesday, and the state Supreme Court has set a deadline soon after that for any appeal in this case to go directly there. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, Fox 46.
All right, Michael, thank you for that report out of Raleigh tonight. Let's bring in Fox 46 Chief Legal Correspondent SEEMA IYER, who has been closely watching this case. And SEEMA, there were 3 summations by each of the plaintiffs' groups today. What were their most persuasive arguments?
Well, they came right out of the gate saying, hey, we had the experts. They had nobody, at least nobody with data. I mean, think about it. They had maps, tens of thousands of maps. They had histographs. They had statistics. They had numbers. It just goes on and on. Let me just give you 2 examples. Dr. Chen, he was the first witness. He was the political scientist. He had 1,000 sample maps. And then a later witness, Professor Mattingly, had 100,000 sample maps. Now, there was also a lot of argument by the plaintiffs that this racial gerrymandering has been outlawed for decades. But the problem for the justices is that this case, we are talking about partisan gerrymandering. So maybe just a little blip that needs to be considered, guys.
Yeah, and SEEMA, we have been down this road before here on redistricting here and gerrymandering maps in North Carolina. The defense attorney began closing, comparing the plaintiffs' arguments to the Wizard of Oz. Now, one would think that folksy approach would play better with a jury rather than a panel of judges. How did that work?
Well, I was taken aback, but you guys know I'm from the East Coast, so that just kind of struck me as a little odd. I did like his approach, and I do want to point out at the end of the closings, the justices were so kind and thankful to all the lawyers, so maybe it worked. But I still think that the defense relied on too much bombastic vitriol without actually having facts and data. Again, I think that the defense kept focusing on politics not being math, but maybe it is math. Maybe this is the new day and age that it needs to be connected to something technical like the maps and like the graphs. And finally, the defense really just stayed on this issue that race is not an issue in their legislative intent in creating these maps, and that parties cannot be there's no conclusion that every person just based on your race or your ethnicity is definitely voting Democrat or Republican. So those are the issues that the defense focused on.
Yeah, and what's that old legal saying, you know, when you have the facts on your side, pound the facts, and when you don't have the facts on your side, just pound the table?
That's exactly how I felt today. That's exactly how I felt with the defense.
Right. Now, how soon can we expect a decision here, and what's the timeline on when the maps need to be done by?
Okay, so the Decision will be by Tuesday. That's what they said. January 11th is the deadline. The deadline was set by the Supreme Court. And the reason is so important is because the Supreme Court delayed the primary elections from March to May. So think about it. If new maps have to be made, this is not a lot of time to start making maps in January, February, March. You know, I mean, it's only a few months, and these maps sometimes take at least many, many months, if not years, to recreate, especially because, again, these 2021 maps were very similar to the 2016 maps. So there's a lot of work to be done in a very short period of time, but that's the timeline, Brian.
Yeah, and it's all to be done in a very short amount of time, with a lot of implications here for all the voters of North Carolina. All right,
yes, this
SEEMA
matters
IYER.
to all of us.
That's right, legal expert here, SEEMA IYER, with us, and in the studio. We'll keep following it.
Thanks.